Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Good. You tell me, how are you? Long time.
Yeah, of course, I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking. And how about
Okay.
you? How are the things with you, and how's your
Yeah.
Clapingo journey going?
Good, good. You tell me, like, it's been a very long time. Were you busy with like other trainers or your own like work also, which you do? I mean, I think after
No,
a
I have
long
been
time.
taking sessions. I have been taking sessions, and but I do like to have just session with the multiple trainers. So, but just few days ago, my just subscription got over. After that, I
Okay.
took the new subscription now, and
Okay, and
that's why
that's
after that,
how
yesterday I have booked you. Like I was just checking out the slots, and
who are
you,
available. You were somehow
yes,
available. At times, some students tell me,
exactly.
ma'am,
At 12
you're
o'clock, it
never
is the right
available.
time for me.
Okay. Yeah, so you tell me how has your experience been and anything else like you take some English classes also separately apart from like running the YouTube channel?
Yes, I think already told you that I do conduct sessions for few students. So I do that. So at same point of time, I'm learning as well, and at same point of time, I'm training them. So I
So
do
those are
that,
like
and it's
online sessions or people come at your house for taking sessions?
no, it's online sessions. I think online I found that very comfortable because in
Convenient, yeah.
offline you need a setup and just you need a lot of good things
And
and
I
you need
think,
management.
after the pandemic, I think that's the best thing, everything started online. So one can
Yeah,
just
after
work from
COVID-19, it's
anywhere.
a great option for us.
Yes, that's true. Like, so did you get a chance to go through today's topic, or you'd like to have a general conversation, Ashutosh? Whatever suits you. I can still have lots of questions I can ask you. Out of like being unprepared, spontaneous. Whatever you tell me, we'll do that.
Yeah, you can ask anything. If you, we can talk about the
Okay.
topic a bit, and then we can talk about the general as well.
Okay, sure, sure. Okay. First, I'll ask you two or three general questions, okay? I mean, because topic gets a little boring, very monotonous. Because I don't like children to come with pre-planned answers. This is how we're going to answer, etc. It has to be a spontaneous reaction or answer, whatever, so that it's a learning platform and we are learning. Okay. Now,
Yes.
Ashutosh, what are one or two things you want to change about yourself, your own self? What are some things you want to change about yourself? Very difficult now when it
Uh,
comes to about your own self.
yeah, exactly. It's really, of course, you will have to think a lot about it. That what would you like to change about yourself? Like,
Mhm.
what can I say?
Any one
It's
point like you
yeah,
feel
of
that you
course,
want to
but it's very
change?
difficult. What I would like to change about myself, I can say that nowadays, as I'm getting older, so I'm not able to take part in sports or just the things. So I would love to change that, and I'm more into skill, but I'm not into physical, like So that's what I feel
Activity like.
sometimes that I should go out and I play. I should go for the walk, and I should
Okay.
mingle with my friends. But when you work online, you sit at your room and you do everything whole day, just
So it
sitting
is a
inside the four walls. So the
sedentary
monotony, for
lifestyle.
breaking that
The
monotony, I just
monotony.
I would love to change that a
Good,
bit.
because it's a kind of a sedentary lifestyle. No, one is just sitting and talking and doing the job or doing your own work. So yes, that
Yeah.
has happened. Yes, where you feel that yes, you need to focus on your physical strength also. You feel that
Hmm.
it's not about age. Right now, it's about the choice you made, of working from home, and that's why it has happened. But it's good that you're at least realizing it. That I need to get out or do some sort of a thing to break the monotony. Yes, it happens with everyone. It happens with me also, where you want to break the monotony, and somehow at times you have to be self motivated yourself to do that, isn't it? Nobody
Hmm.
else is going to come and push you. Somebody can just guide you, and advise you. But at the end of the day, you yourself have to actually push yourself beyond a certain limit and get out and get going. That's how they say. Very nice. So at least you have that realization. So I think you must start with something, like even if it's
Yeah,
just in
that's
the
why I
morning.
told you the last time I visit ISKCON temple. So when I go there, I get really good vibes. On a Sunday, I visit there in the evening. I attend the Aarti, Gaur Aarti, and several things.
Oh,
So it is
very
really
nice.
nice
So
to
at least on a Sunday, make it a routine that every Sunday you will go there. At
yeah,
least
of course,
have
I
that
go.
thing that yes, you should do that, because it's a change. And plus, if you're saying that I like the vibe of the particular place, it actually is a big change and it might influence you in a positive manner. Okay. The next question to you is what is something you don't want to change about yourself?
Uh, yes, I just, sometimes I'm afraid to think about it that the people say that right now I'm bachelor, okay, and I can do whatever I want to, okay. I can stick to my schedule and I can, whatever I'm planning, I'm able to do that in a way I want to. But after the marriage, people say it's very difficult to do the things in a way you want to, because
Mm,
you will have your partner along with that in future if you will have kids. So you wouldn't be able to do the things in a way you want to if you are planning your day in the morning. But
mhm,
maybe you will have to leave your kid or son or daughter for the coaching, or maybe you will have to go out for the shopping or something. Then you will have to
mhm.
just change your plan. So I don't want to
Okay.
change that. I would like to stick to my plans and I would like to follow whatever I want to. But I don't know. Nobody
Okay.
knows like what will happen after the marriage.
Oh, okay. So right now, are you planning to settle down, or your family is insisting that you think about marriage, or you're too young to think about
No,
marriage?
none, I'm too young. I feel like I have a lot of time to explore myself as I'm realizing a lot of
But
things
you,
like Mhm.
as since you're maturing and you're growing with each passing day, so probably you have this realization that, or I can say that probably you don't want to change the routine which you already have. You feel that, if I get married, and then we have children, a lot of things will change. So probably you just want to stick to this particular
Yeah,
routine and
I would
probably
like
you're
to
happy
explore a
with
lot
it.
of things. Actually, the thing is that I would love to change the things what I do now. Nowadays, I'm very crazy about English. But after a certain period of time, if I'm interested in psychology, if I'm interested in spirituality, so I would like to explore those things a lot. But actually, that we have
See, if
24
you
hours
are,
only.
yes, so it's difficult to divide. You need some time to rest and sleep also. Yes, we also feel at times, one life is also less. There are so many things to do, and like how Robert Miles has put it, miles to go before I sleep, in English, famous poem. Uh, See, what happens is like Ashutosh, like how you're saying, that I also have an interest in spirituality, in psychology. So if you get bored with it, you might start something else. So definitely, if you're running a YouTube channel, now start a channel, something which is not related to English, and probably you can do your research and start on spirituality or psychology. You can do that. It will be a change. You can definitely do that. But
Yeah,
yes,
that's why I
if
would
you
like
know
to.
the
This is the pedestal. And after that, I would love to go for the podcast hosting that I can invite people and I can talk about the multiple topics. So it will be the like this on the same stage, we can talk about a lot of things. It will not only just talking about English. So that's why I would like to explore those things. But after the marriage, you know very well, if I'll go for the
it's
shopping,
difficult,
maybe it will take
like
3 or 4 hours. So, so it will take whole day
okay.
and a lot of things. Uh-huh. As I
So
am
how come
training
like right
people, so
from
I'm getting their insights. They say like this. I'm just training a guy, so
okay.
he is telling that he used to explore a lot yoga before the marriage, but now he's not getting that much time. He does those things in the morning, but when it comes to when he's just starting with his kids and wife, then it is difficult for him to get a lot of time to explore those things.
Okay, so probably he was a man,
What do you
he
think? Like, what
actually
do you think? What is your perspective on that?
see, depends. See, even a girl can also say the same thing. No, it I
Yeah,
would not
that's why I'm
even
asking
just
to you, of course. Before the marriage,
yes,
what was
yes.
your opinion, and after the marriage, which kind of things had have
See,
changed?
what happens is then we can only say whether it's a man or a woman. See, what happens is you have to take up the responsibility. Change is inevitable. You have to accept that change, that every time it cannot be only I want to do yoga, I want to go to ISKCON. No, It's like you have to shift your focus. It's very tough, it's difficult, but then,
Mhm.
even if you don't do it for yourself, you have to do it for your child, because
Mhm.
when a child grows up, you start sending the child to school, like how your parents did. It's the same cycle. Though I'll tell
Mhm.
you, Ashutosh, now the generations are very different. People's mindset has changed. Now a lot of youngsters, they don't want to marry. In fact, there are many people I have seen in men as well as in women, they don't want to marry. But
Mhm.
that I'll tell you is that they are very happy and contented. Maybe career wise, they are very successful. They're financially very, very independent, be it the woman also today. I've seen many people, like even in my family, there are some people, they are very contented and they don't feel. In fact, their parents are more worried, but they are not, because they have a good established career, a handsome pay package which they get, and they are pursuing their interests, like how you're telling me, that I also have so many interests. But yes, but then do people who do marry, or how the things are, or how life cycle goes of an individual, we all have to accept it somehow. Yes, in between, it depends. If you are very good in prioritizing things, then you can surely take out time for yourself. Then some time can be quality time which you spend with your wife and children, and the rest of the time goes in the office, and some time is spent in rest and the sleep, like how the 24 hours are. That's why they say, no, like most of the successful people, they will normally get up earlier than the rest of the family. They would at least focus on themselves and do something for themselves, because they know
Yes.
that then the grind starts. The school starts, you have to send your child to school, you have to get ready for office. So that's the reality of life. I mean, when you were asking me, the sooner you accept it, the more happier would be. Because if you keep cribbing, nobody will understand why you're cribbing and complaining so much. I would say that
Mhm.
it's difficult
Mhm.
both for the man as well as for the woman also. See, your parents and our parents were, very different. They were more accommodating and adjusting. See, today's generation people, they don't want to adjust and wait too much also. We want a kind of an instant success and instant celebration, everything, that instant gratification we require. Isn't it? What do you say about
Yes.
it?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Nowadays, we don't have that much. Of course, our topic is all about frustration and anger. So when we are getting any kind of registration toward, just resistance towards a goal, we are frustrated on people. We will start blaming that due to you, I'm not able to do that because my parents are not supportive, my partners are not supportive. Just let's see, take the example of my friend. His wife is always supportive and just doing a lot of stuff for
See, when we
him.
start comparing,
Mhm.
when we start
Mhm.
comparing, that is the problem, no? But the human, I think human beings, we end up comparing, though they say that we should
We
not
are like that. Of
compare.
course, we are social animals, so we look at each other and we will not compare everything. Of course, it is also the problem with our parents, and we
And
end up doing same
uh,
things. Mhm.
we have the comparisons, but we start making judgments also, isn't it? We start
Mhm.
judging
Yes.
people, we start assessing them. Should we actually judge people, like Ashutosh, like not on the basis of how we talk? But I'll tell you a very common example. I don't know about, you're based where, Allahabad side, or where, which side are you
I'm from
based, you were
Kanpur.
telling me?
Mhm.
Kanpur, okay, Uttar Pradesh
Mhm.
side, no? Like,
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
Now, here in Delhi, NCR, like towards the north, people have a habit of, judging you on the basis of clothes you wear, the kind of car you
Yes.
drive, the kind of
Mhm.
handbag you're carrying. I don't know about in a place like Kanpur, but in Delhi, people have this habit, what kind of shoes are you wearing? So, should a person be actually be judged on the basis of clothes?
I don't really think so. These are the things the people they are just judged on the base of their race, race, just the color and the just the body. Of course, you say the dressing sense or dressing style, even though their tone and the car. Of course, the people they try to show off that they are better than them always. But actually, as I was talking about the spirituality, once a person will be able to know that he is not the body, he is the soul, then he will not just judge those things and he will not make the discrimination because we
Because
should
this
know
is a
that we are
kind
the
of
part.
like you are.
Mhm. Mhm.
that we are actually assessing people materialistically, isn't it? On the kind of
Yeah,
power
of
which
course,
we are
right.
having, isn't
So
it?
that's
Like
why
that's
the
how.
the
And
students, they used to go to the Gurukul, and they used to know that was the Atma Vidya, knowing about yourself, that what you are. That was very important to know. You are not the body at all. You're not black, you're not white, whatever it is, you're not, you are the part and parcel of Krishna. You have that soul in you, and of course that soul just needs to meet with that just that super soul. So when we know about this concept of this spirituality, we, rather than just judging people on their body or just dressing sense, we will start giving them respect that they are the same what you are. So
yeah, that's there. So, when you go to the ISKCON temple, like you were saying, you have a deep interest in spirituality also. Do you read about spiritual books, like? Because lots of material is available online also about spirituality, whether it's about Krishna consciousness or anything generally also. Do you read about it, or recently only you have started this concept of spirituality where you have developed the
yes,
interest?
of course, like, I wouldn't say that I have been doing that for the long time, but I was craving for the spirituality, and knowing that, I was also asking this kind of questions to myself, that who we are, or just, why we do the recurring things, and why we just, as we say that we always have the desires, we can't satisfy our desires. So in that way, of course, I started reading the book, and I'm reading a book that is Think Like a Monk, written by just, Jai Shetty. So he
Mm-hmm.
has shared a lot of experience
He's
of his monk life,
released his latest book also, Eight Rules of Love. I think so. That's
of
the
love
latest
and
one.
relationship.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because this, see, yeah, I know he started as a monk, but now he's married. Like he married a girl. Like they're in the US only. Her name is Radha. They
Radhi.
keep,
So
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So how is it like the book when you're reading and he's telling about his life?
Well, of course, whatever the insights he is just given there on book, just it is really fantastic. So of course, that's what the life is. He was monk for 3 years. Then after he his gurus said that you should go out and you should tell people that what you learned. So that's why they, then after just he was a monk for 3 years, then he got married. So this is not
Yeah,
compulsory for you
he's
to be a monk for whole
actually
life.
not. Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
And now he's worldwide. Actually, he travels a lot, and he gives lots of speeches, on
Hmm.
public places. Like I've seen, and so it's wonderful to see him. And I think even his second book, people are really appreciating it a lot because he's written on love and relationships. I think this book
Yeah,
also
that is
was
all
a
about like a second phase of his life, because he experienced a lot of things with his life and they are good partners with each other. Before that, he wrote the book that is also really popular. The people, they are reading and getting a lot of
Think
things
Like a
about
Monk.
it. The Think Like a Monk, or from the title also, you can know that being a normal person also, you can learn things that you can, even though if you are living in the materialistic world, you can learn that how to live like a monk. Even though if you're not in monastery, then also you can just
Yes, then
take the
also you
same
can
approach.
adapt and yes, take some
Mhm.
principles from that life and put it in your own life. Like, yes,
Yeah,
wonderful. He's an amazing guy. I would say that Jay
he's
Shetty. Like
great.
he has
And
lots of
he's spreading the
followers.
knowledge all around the world, and he's wonderful.
And when he interviews some famous people also, it's very nice. At times he shares it on Instagram. So very interesting people he calls, and